Revving up my engine, feeling that thrill. With Figure Fight Club, I'm ready to chill. Turbocharged dreams, I'm flying so high. Collecting those figures, reaching for the sky. Going turbo, can't slow down. Action figures all around. So many different scales.
Here is the box for the Ninja Master 112 made by Remad Custom. It's the Liam Neeson portrayal of Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins movie. And you can see the front of the box. Oops. You can see the front of the box is right here. Nice sleek design. It says Ninja Master 112 Ra's al Ghul. Scale collectible figure. The back has a bunch of stuff written out as well. And then the other side has more wordings. That's the box. Let's open it up and see how it looks. Here's the figure out of the box. As you can see, it's all soft goods, wearing a suit, all black with that little green button on his tie. You can see the head scan is pretty good, and I'll get closer to that head scan. It actually looks like him, so that's kudos to them on that. All soft goods, all black, kind of very similar to what he looked like in the movie. Let's see what accessories he came with. Coming down here, he's got his mask that he wore in the movie, and then he's got a pair of gloved grabbing hands, fisted hands, some skin tone grabbing hands, skin tone fist hands, and open palm skin tone. Then the figure itself has the black open palm gloved hands as well. Let's see how articulation is next. He also came with these two little pins here. I'm not exactly sure what those are for, but he came with this cloth strip that's wired, so it could be a scarf, or it could be like a head bandana. I have no idea. Looks like it's a cane and then a sword, and then I guess the second half of the cane, it doesn't go inside, which is kind of horrible, but it is what it is. But you could have him holding it and then holding the sword. So that works. Let's take a look at the articulation of that figure next. Let's take a look at the figure. Here's kind of zoomed into the face. As you can see, it's actually a pretty decent face. They did a really good job with it. Head-wise, it's really on there. It was kind of a pain in the ass to put it on. But, he looks left and right. Looking down, that's pretty decent, actually. He looks down fairly well. Looking up, though, is definitely a hindrance. He just doesn't have this... Oh, you just pop up. It's about the best you could. No, it's not that great. T-pose he could definitely do, but again, the soft goods kind of get in the way a little bit. He's got that puffiness right here. They made it a little open in the arms area, but he could still do a T-pose fairly well. You can't go past that anymore, but go up normal. But again, the clothes will be a hindrance. It's double jointed. That's cool. So that's good. This doesn't open. It looks like it's glued in, which I don't mind because it kind of has that look. The pants, he kicks out. Oh, that's tight. Let's try that. Kicks out that much. Double jointed. Swivel in the ankle. I actually like the shoe design. There's a lot of detail on that shoe. They did a good job with that. And it's nice and sleek looking. You can see the seam line here on the pants, and the pants don't get away. It just feels like there's a weird articulation in that hip, but it does its job. The suit on the top definitely causes it a hindrance. I wish they kind of made it magnetic so you could kind of take it off. That would have been if you could take off that coat. I feel like that would have been a better thing to do, but maybe you can. Oh, I'm just gonna pull at it. Let's see what happens. There you go. Oh, there. See? Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to do that, but whatever. It was sticky, so let's see if it sticks back on. It does not. Okay, well, there you go. So it does a little bit. You gotta press harder. But, overall, it's a good head scan. It looks cool. Looks like from the movie. Kind of, in some angles. Some angles he looks like the MCU Cable. It's kind of funny how that works. But yeah. That's it for articulation. Let's do some size comparisons. Here's a ball and chain from Savage Crucible, and here's a NECA Pee Wee Herman. So the NECA seems to be, actually, it's not that terrible. It's a pretty good size on both of these. I'll get some more to grab. Now here's a size comparison with Action Force Sidewinder and Jada Toys DJ. Both good scales. They go with this fairly well. Now here's a comparison with a custom Mezco 112 scale James Gordon and SHF The Dark Knight Batman. SHF are generally smaller, as you can see, but you could fudge the shot if you really need to. But it's for a 6-inch figure, it's a really good scale, this Ra's al Ghul. And lastly, here's a size comparison with the Marvel Legends, I think it's the Hand Ninja. And then I wanted to show a classified Storm Shadow as well. I mean, I have a bunch of these right here. So this kind of fits in with the motif of, Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins with the whole ninja look. Just different colors. It sizes well with him being kind of taller, as showing, the head of the demon, the leader. I also wanted to compare this with a Mafex figure. So here's the Stealth Jumper Batman. I think it works well with this line as well. It just kind of mixes in with a lot of different lines, and that's the cool thing about some of these third-party figures. Overall, I think it's a good figure. It's a good figure overall. I think it looks good. I think it'll look good on the shelf. You could definitely take some great shots with it. It has some likeness of the actor. But overall, I think it's a good figure. I think it will look cool with a bunch of ninjas behind him, hanging out, or, ready to stab people or take over a city. I think this is a good buy for a lot of people who are a fan of the movie or, DC in general. I forgot to mention that this comes with a nice stand that you could kind of build together to do different poses and things like that. You have a lot of different parts. I kind of wish it came with instructions, but again, a lot of options, a lot of things you could do with it, which is pretty cool. I do like that they did a lot of this stuff, but again, no instructions, so you just kind of have to figure it out. Thanks for watching this video, and I appreciate you kind of bearing with me throughout the thing. I just lost power, so the whole time I shot this, I have no power in my house. You probably hear beeping noises in my background because my alarm system is like, what the hell's going on? But overall, this is a great figure. I think it's gonna look dope on the shelf. Add to that movie action figure collection as well. Make sure to check out some other reviews. Again, this is the figure showcase, something I'm going to start doing more often, just because I tend to open figures a lot and do this all in my head. So now I'm just going to try to vocalize it, and that's why you kind of hear me kind of all over the place, because I normally do this in my head and I hate editing, so I'm not going to really edit this at all. So you'll get this, and go check out our lives. We go live Monday, Tuesday, and Friday nights. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Chasing the thrill, I'm never alone in this action figure world. I've made it my own.